welcome to the Roy Family Homestead. We're making mulberry jam today. Alright, so previous video that we posted, we picked some mulberries up on the farm. So we've got them home. So a couple days later, I had washed them, put them in the refrigerator to let them set. Now we measured out the amount that we needed, which is 16 cups of mulberries. We had a few extras, so if Ronald can over here, I just put them flat on a cookie sheet. I'm going to put those in the freezer, flash freeze them for a couple hours, and then bag them for other uses later. We just had some extras. So Miss Danica is here helping me. We're going to mix up the jam here, and then we'll get it over on the stove. So like I said, we have 16 cups of mulberries in the pot. We're going to put 8 cups of sugar in here. We've got all this measured out, all prepped and ready. I know. All right, so Miss Danica's going to pour this. This is the pectin. We've got 3/4 cup of pectin in there. Good. And then we
Miss
have
Penny, go ahead.
8 teaspoons of lemon juice. And so now we're going to mix that up.
Miss Penny, while you're mixing that up, what's the pectin for?
So mulberry is one of the fruits that's low in pectin, and what that does, it helps the jam set. So if you didn't put that in there, it would never set. It would be more runny. So citrus fruits and stuff like that that have a high pectin level already in them, which comes like in, especially like an orange, the peeling, the white peeling and the orange has a lot of pectin in it, things like that, you don't have to put it in. But the mulberry is one that you have to.
All right, we're going to come back after she's got this all mixed. Good job.
Alright guys, so I've got it over here on the stove. I've got it on medium heat. I'm going to keep kind of mixing it occasionally until all this sugar melts down. Then I'm going to take a potato masher, mash up the berries really well, bring the heat up, get it to a hard boil for 1 minute. And then that'll be the jam part. Now what I've got also over here on the stove is my canning pot. I've got my bottles in the water now. We're sterilizing those. I'm going to have a pot back here to have the hot water, to have extra hot water, because a lot of times, if it evaporates out, we got to keep that water at a certain level over those jars. So we're going to have extra hot water, and then we have a little pan back here in the back. That's for my lids to go in, and that way we can keep those nice and hot and everything until we're ready to fill the jars. Alright, now, so we've got it cooked down to the point where the sugar has melted. So I'm coming in with the potato masher, and we're going to get it, kind of squish them up real good so it's not like a preserve, it's more of a jam.
Looking good to me. Okay.
Alright guys, so we've got it a hard boil now. We're coming up at the minute point. We needed this to stay here at a minute. Woo, it's getting hot. It's popping all over me. Once it gets there, we're going to take it off the stove. We'll skim that foam off, and we're going to start filling our jars. Alright, so we've got our jam off the stove now. We're ready to put them in our jars so we can go ahead and get it canned. So what we're going to do, I've got my hot jars, my lids, all my lids, funnel, spoon, and then we're going to go. So I've only pulled 3 jars out so far, so the rest of the jars will stay hot for the entire process. And this is another messy part about doing jam. And with mulberries, you want to leave about a ½ inch of headroom in your jar.
You said about a ½ inch of headroom?
Yeah. Just maybe a little bit more in there. So that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm just going to sit here and fill all 12 of my jars, and then we'll get them back in the canning pot. Alright, so we're getting these hot lids out, just getting that excess water off the bottom there. Putting it there. Getting one of these out. And these are very, very hot. So I'm gonna just take a rag and I'm gonna just hold the jar and then get my nice little jar wrench thing here. Just seal that in super tight. Alright, so we've got the jam in the jars. We've got the canning water still hot, so we're going to put all the jars in the canner. So I'll go ahead and do one so you can see what I got. These nice dandy little canning tools which work awesomely. Alright, so once we get them all in there, we want to make sure that there is at least an inch of water over the top of these jars. We're going to bring it to a boil, and they are going to boil for 10 minutes, and then we'll take them out.
So we eat them then after you take them out?
Well, you can eat it now, but this is preserving them, so that way these jars will last, and then as soon as you open them, you need to store in the refrigerator. Alright, so we're taking these jars out of the canner now. It's been through the 10-minute cycle. We're going to set them over here on the counter, let them cool. They have to cool for 12 hours before the canning process is completely done. And that means we have 12 half-pint jars of Mulberry Jam that we can enjoy for the year to come. See you next time.